I'm just doing this stream to go and test the capture device because I think I fixed it at the help of one of my YouTube comments. I'm not quite sure. Seems to be working just fine though. I actually don't know though. So keep me posted. I'm just gonna go and start the game up.
Marvelous.
Now the thing is, I'm seeing quite a lot of people play No More Heroes 2 on stream. And I don't know exactly the rules for it. So I'm just gonna go and fucking play it normally.
Once a god-forsaken city where the bodies of angels littered the streets. Much has changed in Santa Destroy. Giant corporations, rampant city development. The assassin's underworld has become a commodity. A chance for profit and entertainment for the masses. But shadows from the wilder days still linger. Travis, a man who slashed his way to the top, then walked away, has become an urban legend many even doubt was real. Here, the strong devour the weak kneel before the strong, and those who wield true power watch and count their gold. And in this mass-produced savagery, one truth is constant. With each shattered life, the same vow is uttered: I will have revenge. And no assassin can ever walk away from that. He must draw his beam and stand against the madness. This is Travis Touchdown's desperate struggle.
Hold it, you violence-loving bastard. Before you start your desperate struggling, you should drop a nice save.
And there we are. I want this to stay a fun-loving stream. So you know what? I'm put it to sweet for the moment. And if we think it's too easy, we're just gonna go and put it up to mild. Well, actually, you know what? Mild would be better. Fuck. Definitely not doing better. No, I'll start the game at mild. Shouldn't be that bad.
I'll never forget. That night, for the first time in 120 years, snow fell on Santa Destroy. It was a sign. Another change, both beautiful and deadly, was coming.
It's called fashionably late fuckface.
Travis, touchdown. This place bring back any memories?
It's only where my last killing spree started. All those screwed up ranking fights. Now why would I remember that?
It'll be your blood this time, when I avenge my brother! Draw!
Brother? Who?
Don't you remember the man you fought here?
No. Can't say I do. Guess he didn't make an impression. Must have been crazy weak.
You insensitive prick! You killed him and you don't even remember! You know how humiliating that is?
Sorry. I don't keep a death diary. And in case you're wondering, I'm even stronger now.
You will
Gravity.
lose. You've got no chance of winning this.
You're something else. I haven't been so worked up in ages. When you see your bro in hell, tell him he's still a douche!
Okay.
Brace yourself!
So, yeah, I'm playing the Switch version right now. Because honestly, I feel like the motion controls are better. And honestly, even with my drifty Joy-Cons, this game isn't even that bad. I'm gonna be completely honest. The drift is barely noticeable whenever you're in combat. Whenever you're moving around, it's noticeable. But whenever you're in combat, it's not as noticeable. Like, you might roll a couple times that you don't mean to. But other than that, it's not really much. And I think the motion controls are better in this version.
I'm gonna get you! Fuck you! That all you got, Travis?
Damn it.
Okay, got it. Got him.
You won't get away with this!
Now, whenever I was talking about the Twitch stuff, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if you're allowed to show these. I'm not quite sure about that. But seeing as how there's so many other people playing this game, I'm not really gonna worry about it.
Hello? What would you like me to do? So, it's you again. I know, because you never say a word. It reminds
The only
me
reason I'm not
of
skipping this is because it is vaguely story shit.
like the faint sound of waves. You know, I used to love the beach. So what should I tell you this time? Oh, it was snowing today. It's strange what triggers our
God.
memories. I'll never forget. That night, for the first time in 120 years, snow fell on Center Destroy. It was a sign. Another change, both beautiful and deadly, was coming. Blanketed in white, the city never looked so beautiful. But anything so pristine must be cursed. White turned to red, and he lost his mind.
Okay, yeah, so the only reason I'm not skipping that shit is because it's technically story.
What?
Yeah, see, like that. That's drift.
God. What the fuck?
Got him. Yeah, but see, like, on the Wii, it's kind of hit or miss with the motion controls. I've always felt the motion controls are much better on this version of the game. Or, like, the little bit that I've played this version. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go and retreat for a second. Mostly because I've never run out of battery on this part, like, recently. Completely different experience. Normally, this boss is just run and gun. I would be streaming Breath of the Wild at the moment, but I want to give my capture device, or I want to try it out with a game that isn't really a series like Pokemon or Zelda. Got him. Got him. Don't worry, I'll have more to talk about with this game as it goes on. It's just this first story bit is something that I can't really, like, talk about much. Because this doesn't show the game in the best light. This just is, oh yeah, you're in No More Heroes.
So, you finally resumed work as an assassin, and still a hygiene-impaired slob, I see.
Sylvia? Is that it? You gotta be kidding. I haven't seen you in 3 years, and that's the welcome I get? How about you fill us in on everything that's happened since the last game? We're not gonna be satisfied until you do, right?
Oh, give me a break. There are people starting from this sequel who don't care about continuity, you know. Besides, it would take forever if I recapped every detail of your fall from greatness. Players would skip it. It's so boring.
Well, I guess you got a point there.
Sometimes you have to look at things from different angles. Now, may I? This man was the 51st ranked assassin. Since you've killed him, that officially makes you 51st. And that means you are qualified to fight in the ranking battles again. So, how about it? If you're a real man, you'll do anything to climb back on top. Because trust me, the view is still very satisfying.
Hold on. Why would I have to start from rank 51 this time?
More competition. The last game's success made assassination trendy.
Yeah, but I already fought my way to #1 before. Shouldn't I get a special fast track to the title fight?
No, but you will get a special prize.
Shut up. You can't bribe me this time. I've already tasted those goods.
But just a taste. This time, you'll get the 5-course meal.
5 course? Wait, I don't get what that means.
Did you know I am a yoga master?
You don't say.
Are you familiar with any yoga positions?
Like, downward dog?
The dog can do all sorts of things. So can the cobra, the rabbit.
Cobra? Rabbit? Like, together? Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah! I'm in it to win, baby. #1, here I come!
Well, that's a little bit fucking off-putting, but...
Hey! We're not done yet. I've got a message for you.
Oh my, he's still alive.
Pain in my ass. Why aren't you dead yet?
Such blind arrogance. Like the naked emperor.
Seriously? I cut off your head?
Travis! You are the loser. This fight was only part of our plan.
Our plan?
I said I'd avenge you killing my brother, didn't I? Well, who's been a brother to you?
What?
Travis. Don't think you can kill without suffering consequences. To kill someone is not simply to end their life. One must risk their entire being in order to destroy another's. Up until now, you've had it easy. I've taken the curse you gave me, the shackles of revenge, and I'm throwing them back on you. Now it's your turn to be burdened with another's death. It has destroyed me, and it will destroy you too. This is the ultimate vengeance!
Irashamase. I was just, doing inventory. Help you find something?
Nah. We're just here to collect.
Travis.
Okay. So, basically the start of the game does not paint this game in a good light unless you played the last game. It's mostly just the quirky shit from the last game. And then, whatever have you. Basically what you need to know for this game is Travis is a loser who pretends to be cool, and he became the #1 assassin, made assassination trendy, got out of it, and there's pretty much all you need to know from the first game.
Deafening gunfire and clanking swords. The battles had resumed. Demons disguised as men, running wild in an orgy of ultra-violence, as if to purge their souls of the hatred that blighted them. I have set up the next ranking fight.
Where are you? I don't care who the fuck it is. Just give me someone to fight.
You sound passionate. What's gotten into you?
Someone killed Bishop.
I understand. Wait for me at Burger Suplex.
Okay. And now we're in the main part of the game. Sweet. Time to go and head off and start doing things. Sorry, it's just hard to talk in the prologue because there's a lot of shit going on. And it doesn't paint the game in the best light because it assumes that you played the first game and you know the humor of everything. The drift is really bad at the moment. Holy shit. I haven't had it that bad. So the one thing I get for completing the game and going on to a regular file is I got my clothes from my other file. But I also have the upgrades and the jobs. And it also unlocks bitter mode, which we didn't choose.
You mean your best friend? The shopkeeper?
Sylvia, I want to make a deal. I'll conquer the rankings, fight whoever it takes. And in return, you find me the assholes who killed Bishop.
Calm down. You shouldn't make this personal. It is the quickest way to lose a battle.
This isn't a battle anymore. It's a motherfucking war.
Fine. It makes no difference really. The mastermind behind Bishop's death is the owner of Pizza Bat. This building, most of this city, he is the head of the corporation that runs it all. Jasper Bat Jr. And as fate would have it, he is also the #1 assassin.
You better not be lying.
It is a fact. The object of your revenge is waiting at the top of the ranks. Wonderfully convenient, don't you think?
Sure is.
There's a new hotel on the beach. The 50th ranked assassin is waiting for you there. By the way, Bat Jr. owns that hotel, too.
He really is everywhere, huh?
Better hurry. There are 50 other fighters trying to kill him. You have no time to waste.
Just sit back, Sylvia, and watch the hell I'm gonna raise.
He was the leader of a religious cult. Taking advantage of people's sorrows, he used his music to lure followers. He spoke of a grand faith, but his words were hollow. It was all to satisfy his own goal. He'd only found success because of strong financial support from the new mafia, who used his pulpit to gain support for their own agenda. Many believed he was just a tool of an up-and-coming gangster. But the real goal that drove him? That's a secret.
Okay, so my controllers are back. Sweet. Time to go on to the first level. You can really talk because there's not really much to do other than talk during the fights. Okay, so we're in the actual game now. And we're in the main gameplay of No More Heroes. Honestly, it's kind of weird. I'm gonna go over my history with this game. I should not have played this game whenever I did. So I played No More Heroes 1 as my first M from Sure game. And you might be like, okay, that's cool. So what age did you play it at? Fucking like 9. Yeah, No More Heroes 1 is not a game you should play at 9 years old. Also, this game I played at 10 years old. And God, it is a little bit weird looking back on it. Like, ultimately, I think that I've gotten better at the game because of it. But, like, these are both games that you should not play whenever you're a young child. But I would go and say I wouldn't have a connection with this series if I didn't. So I'm I'm happy for that, to be completely honest. And what you're seeing right now is basically you can get upgrades mid-fight, and one of the upgrades turns you into a tiger. Or, not exactly, they're power-ups, I guess. Not exactly power-ups either. I don't even know what the hell to explain them as, really. Ecstasy gauge also helps with that. So basically, if you don't know about No More Heroes, No More Heroes is a kind of actually deep game with like vulgar humor to kind of like hide the fact that it's kind of weird to explain because it has vulgar humor to hide the whole fact that it's complex. Because it is honestly one of the most complex Wii games out there, story-wise. And honestly, I feel like No More Heroes 1 and 2 are pretty underrated for what they are. There are definitely a lot of fans, because Suda is very interesting with his work. But other than that, a lot of things for this game went under the radar. Like whenever they started announcing No More Heroes 3 for the Switch, there were a lot of people that were like, "What the hell is this?" And there are still a lot of people that believe that Bayonetta was the first mainstay and for mature series on a Nintendo platform. Honestly, no, that goes to No More Heroes. The first one was on PS3, but this game stayed on the Wii. Honestly, this is the first time this game has had controls mapped to a controller. Because before it only used motion controls. This version allows you to use the Pro Controller, which honestly I might switch to because the drift is getting quite bad.
Bring it on.
Well, like, ultimately, I would say if you're gonna use motion controls, I would say this version's better, even with the drifty Joy-Cons. Because even with my drifty Joy-Cons, it's not that bad. And my Joy-Cons are pretty damn bad. Like, whenever it comes down to Joy-Cons, my camera stick drifts, and my movement stick drifts. And if I can deal with combat with all that... Oh, crap. Yeah, if I can deal with movement with that, I don't think that it's overly that bad. Like, you might see me adjusting camera more often than a lot of the times that I should have. But, ultimately, I don't think it's overly that bad. Now, the only thing that annoys me about the drift of the Joy-Cons is the Joy-Cons will make you roll every now and then, whenever you're not meaning to, or do that. And there have been times where I've started moving while charging my katana, and, like, that kind of takes away from it, but ultimately, not that bad. That's ecstasy gauge. So I see from what it looks like, or I know from what it looks like, Travis is someone who has no morals. That is something I like about this game more than No More Heroes 1. I do think that a lot of people look at this game and they're like, oh, they're just following the wacky shit that No More Heroes 1 did, and that's all No More Heroes 2 is. But ultimately, I do think this brings up a better story for these characters, and it answers a lot of questions about Travis that ultimately the first one left kind of open. Like, it gave Travis a moral code. A lot of the moments in this game, he has a moral code. Like, there were definitely things in the first game that were definitely a moral code of his, like, don't kill teenagers, don't kill children. Basically, this game just adds on to his rules of assassination. And at the end of the day, he is a degenerate, but he ends up growing a lot in this story. Oh no. This is gonna be great. The battle of the drift in order to get through this. Sweet. Got him. Okay, time for the boss. Now, it's been a while since I've fucking played this game on mild, because last time I played this game on mild was 2012, so 8 years ago.
Spare me the mystic crap. I came here to fight.
Because the Switch version, I just kind of went through it on Sweet, just to go and master the whole Joy-Con stuff. Which, honestly, it's not as different as it is from the Wii. What's up, Nathan?
I don't know who's talking about me, but that nickname's all right.
Listen to me, Your Highness. These rankings mean nothing to me. Neither does my sect or the mob. My only true calling was to clash swords with you. That's why I joined this contest. I was starving for a worthy foe.
Then you're in luck. Because I'm as worthy as it gets. And I've got a shit ton of anger to work out.
That's what I like to hear. This is it. This is what I've been praying for. I'm weary of this gilded world. Oh, glitter, no soul. Save me from sorrow, crownless king. Thy sword and thy wrath will deliver me.
You should go easy on that crazy punch. How about I just cut you a new one?
We'll both do as divinity commands.
Halle-fucking-luya.
First actual boss, because technically, a lot of people don't consider Helter Skelter the first boss.
Damn it.
Oh crap. No, that's not that bad. Okay. So basically, I've always liked this boss fight for how simple it is. Like, honestly, I do like the boss fights more in the second game than the first game. Because if you don't know anything about the No More Heroes series, it's mostly about character building and bosses. So you're going to be fighting a lot of bosses. Got him. Need to charge my beam. Okay. And he's gonna start blowing up plants. So I'm gonna go and charge my thing, and then... What was that? Oh, that's the rockets. Okay. So, yeah, something about the No More Heroes series is a lot of bosses also get in a place like this, where it's kind of a pain in the ass to hit them after a while, because they do this. Holy shit. And I already need to recharge. Yeah, this is not going to go very well for me. Okay, I'm gonna go and come in here and I'm gonna charge. Because I need to charge, but I also need to get close to him. So that's going to be interesting. So, I need to go and have Katana charge in order to actually hit him. So that's firing at me. I'm gonna go and stagger my get up for that. Got him. Got him. Oh shit. Crap. This is whenever he makes the floor move. I actually haven't gotten to this stage in a while because, you know, if you can kill Nathan fast enough, Nathan does not actually do all of his stages. Like, all of his stages don't actually happen. Got him. He's very barely on that little sliver of health. Okay, got him. What I would always recommend for No More Heroes is if you're gonna take a lot of damage, I would recommend you try to dodge as much as you can. That's a given. But fucking something to go and help out is if you start losing a lot of health, try to save the like health upgrades, or no, not health upgrades, but like health recoveries for whenever you're low on health. Like to the point where you almost have like 2 or 3 left.
49 left. This is gonna take a while.
You were spectacular.
Better hurry. Like you said, I don't want anybody getting to that bat bastard first.
Look at you, Travis. Violence is the only way you can express yourself, no?
Oh, I'm in the zone, baby. Nothing's gonna hold me back.
Good. I'll arrange the next fight. It's going to blow your mind.
Can't fucking wait.
And we got Nathan. He's down.